Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of That Little Good Talk Show. Pinky here. I've got a menagerie of misfits here with me on this fine October evening.
Are you sure you don't mean a cornucopia of corn dogs?
I feel like that was your house party you had last night, Elliot.
Are you sure you're not talking
I
about
wouldn't steal your theme.
a murder of crows in the room?
Oh.
I feel like there was a racial thing with Dumbo, so I'm not going to go there because I'm a white guy.
Dumbo.
Where's the what?
Okay, when did this went?
Well, there's one crow that might get murdered at this table tonight.
You guys don't remember that racial thing that was with the crows?
Yes, but it
Oh,
was not just in Dumbo. It was also Songs of the South,
Yeah, exactly.
which Disney no longer shows anymore. It suddenly just disappeared from the Disney. Disney went, no, we're not racist at all.
Never.
Right, it was like when Jobs
Mhm.
disappeared,
Mhm.
his politics
Mhm.
disappeared with him,
Mhm.
and when Walt Disney disappeared, his racist politics disappeared with him. I
Mhm.
think he was a Nazi, too.
Are you gonna,
No, he just didn't like Jews.
Oh.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna
I
introduce
feel
us
like
or
that's
what?
I was like, that's defining.
Well, I mean,
Nazis
I don't think you have to be a member of
But Jews
the
were
Nazi party to not like
But-
Jews.
Okay.
Although we're not endorsing that, by the way. We love everyone.
Oh, we never.
We love everyone.
Fair enough. Back to the business at hand.
hmm
So here we have,
Are you gonna introduce us?
I'm just getting around to that,
Oh,
Elliot.
Yeah.
Now you get to go
Mhm.
last.
I know I'm a bitch.
Which, ironically, you
Managing
introduced
this
him
episode.
first.
To my last.
So you're last.
Which,
To my left.
ironically, you introduced him first,
To-
but that's
to my
fine.
left.
hmm
That is your right.
I know I do that every episode.
hmm Are you going to do this?
No. Oh, sorry. I'm like, you're...
She came to this country late, y'all.
Oh my god, don't do that. Yep, sing, I'm here, back again.
Sing, back again.
And I'm Marky Mark, and I'm back again as well.
And the ever famous.
Carlitos Villegas.
Oh, it's your turn. Be
Oh,
Look
my
at
Elliot
it.
Brown.
Look at that güera.
Oh, Elliot.
Infamous.
Elliot
Elliot.
Brown.
Elliot Spunkmeyer
Street?
Brown, actually.
Spunk my
Ooh,
brain.
Elliot Spunkmeyer Brown.
I thought Street was the
Funky.
last name.
Mhm.
I thought Brown was middle.
Mhm.
Street?
Yeah, I thought Street.
You know good, baby.
And
I'm-
my cohort and partner in crime, the permanent fixture here on the show, other than myself.
Mhm.
With fabulous glasses.
With my fabulous
Yes.
one-armed glasses on.
He caught a fish this big, y'all,
hmm
with one arm.
Yes, this is Joel. Joel, who is trying to direct this episode, but it is failing miserably.
Okay, so in all fairness to all of us,
Mhm.
we have been having some serious communication problems.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Without
Not
the
me.
mics, without the recording,
hmm
since everyone started trickling in and arriving for the recording session.
I'm
Mhm.
late to everything. I feel like.
Everyone has been misunderstanding. Like, we had one thing when we were talking about glasses,
hmm
and we confused it the first time. We were talking about glasses for drinks.
hmm
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I was talking about that glass in your hand, honey. And then we started talking about glasses again with no pre-qualifications. And like, no, I was talking about those glasses on your face, honey. Like, what's going on here?
Oh, don't forget the name of the episode, to which Miss Carlito, who was sitting at the table looking at her phone, and I said,
saw
"So
that.
what's going on with the show?" She goes, "I'm sorry, what's the title of the show? Don't be that guy."
Don't be that
And this,
guy.
she's looking at her phone, and I said, "So what's going on with the show?" She says, "Don't be that guy." And I'm like, what the? I'm looking around. I'm like,
And that's-
no, this bitch didn't.
and now,
While she's looking at her phone, I'm like, I'm about to read her, and somebody said, "Oh no, that's the name of the episode."
so
Not-
communication error. So
Oh.
that's why
Communication errors.
Mr. Producer.
Mr.
right?
Producer is trying to produce this episode as
He
he
doesn't
may.
know
but-
what it's called.
But you know what? It's Miss Pinky's episode. She's having a good time.
we are.
She is
hopefully
having a
everyone's
good time.
Yes, but you never
I
give.
think so.
You're a control freak. You don't give 100% control.
I
anything.
know.
Come on,
I know. I know. To point of reference here, you know, I told these bitches, I said, hey, anytime that you bitches want to lead an episode, just let me know and come up with all the stuff
And
that
I'll
you want
harass
to
you the whole
do,
time you try to run it.
and you run the show. But yet, somehow or another, I find myself running the show. So it's Miss Pinky's. This is Miss Pinky's time in the spotlight.
Yeah, so why are you talking?
I'm done. I'm
So
done.
and we'll get into the real meat of it, second half of the show.
Mm-hmm.
The actual namesake of the show, the Don't Be That Guy.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows
Wait, I thought that
one
was
of
after the
those
break.
guys.
No, it's second.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that guy. You work in customer service. You work in hospitality. You work somewhere in the service industry. Even if you work customer
If you're a guy,
service,
you would know that
IT,
person.
Mm-hmm.
you have encountered one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or girls.
Or girls.
Let's be
But
gender
I mean,
So
appropriate
we could
here.
Even
eventually call
still.
it, don't be that bitch, don't be that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It
Don't
will
be
work
that
as
person.
well.
don't be that hoe.
Don't be that hoe.
There
Mm-hmm.
you go.
Don't be that
being
hoe.
nice.
Oh, I like that. Don't be that
Don't be
hoe.
that hoe.
Don't be that hoe.
Mhm. Don't be that. Yeah.
It's not weird, like, don't be that hoe. That's almost the same thing as what is it? The thought?
Thought.
Mhm.
That hoe.
Oh,
over there?
angels.
Or
That's-
or their smaller
I'm
brethren, the tater
Can I say
tots.
this?
Tater
No.
thought? Oh
Can
my
I
god,
say
that's
this?
amazing. That's the
Thank
best
you
thing.
for explaining to me what that meant.
That hoe
Yeah,
over
people-
there.
That people kept saying, "Oh, that thought," and I'm like, "What is she talking
And
about?"
you don't get it's that
That
hoe
hoe
over
over
there.
I was like, "Well, can you finish your thought and call it a day?" No, that thought over there. Well, can he finish their thought? What are you talking about?
This is why we do a cross-generational podcast, y'all.
Because I'm like, I try to keep up with what's going on with the kids.
We like to consider ourselves archaeologists on the
Mhm,
show as
yeah.
well, digging up dinosaurs like Joel. is.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
He agreed with it all the way up to the end.
I like how the other dinosaur across the room went, ooh.
Oh!
He was like,
Ew.
but he was like, don't forget about me.
Or, as we did in the old days,
Okay, so we're doing that. Don't be that guy this week, but we'll get to the real meat of that in the second half of the show.
You mean on the second third of the show?
No, I mean the second half. Everyone knows, and I harass Mr. 321 David White about halves of the show
mm-hmm,
all the time. I go by hockey rules. I'm from Hockey Town.
mm-hmm.
So there are 3 halves to a hockey game. There are 3 halves to the podcast. And I'm okay with that.
Well, there are 4 quarters in a football game and 7 innings in a baseball game.
But he's a
But
hockey
none of those
person.
are similar to our show.
And
So we have 3
I don't know how
halves.
many minutes in soccer.
Can
Honestly,
can y'all not be those hosts?
Let's not. let's not.
And move on, bitches.
See, when everyone walked in the apartment, they needed an explanation of what I meant.
No,
by
I
don't
did
be
not.
that.
Not everybody.
Mhm,
Clarify. I knew who that. Don't be that guy was.
mhm.
Okay.
But now you're being that guy, so you know what, bitch?
You are. You are being that guy.
Hey, it is what it is.
We're munching on Takis and gummy bears.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got. Oh,
And drinking
what are
tea.
Takis, by the
I
way?
actually am drinking
They're like
tea.
Doritos
Getting
and
twisted. I'm
Mhm.
happy about it.
Open
they're
like 4 days ago.
corn chips, but they're all rolled up.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Like a-
flautas, aren't isn't that a flauta?
No, there's nothing on the
Nothing.
inside.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't have to have
don't-
something in
in your
Oh.
defense, they're rolled like flautas, but they're
They are
not flautas.
yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
I think we just plugged somebody.
They're like mini empty flautas.
Yeah.
It's like the
Yeah.
poverty version.
It's like
of
me.
Flauta.
They're I think they taste
Like
stale.
miniature and empty, like me.
Did you see these from my purse?
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Those aren't the ones from
So-
your first.
Okay.
So I love how the fact that we're at a round table, and I love the fact that we first of all we have Reposado tequila, we have Takis, we have gummy bear. Is that yes gummy
They're
bears?
gummy bears.
We
And
have
somebody's-
you have Arm & Hammer.
And we have Armor Hammer Essentials
That's
deodorant for just in case one of us gets a little sweaty.
Extra strength.
You have
Extra
to-
strength.
You have to
Mhm.
describe this.
No, this
size
one
of the bag for
armpit,
the gummy
specifically
bears,
this
though.
one armpit gets kind of funky. I don't know why. Not this one.
The other one, just
Is it your
I'm
jerking hand?
serious.
Is that your jerking hand? Are you a lefty?
I'm a lefty.
Oh, that's
There
why.
it
then.
is. Yeah.
Actually,
That's
I don't know
what
if
it
y'all
is.
were aware.
Wait, no, that's not my jerking hand. Is that what you asked?
Well, we both
That's-
asked if if
I'm
your
right
left was your jerking
I
hand.
thought you
Must
said
be 18 or over to
No.
listen.
Jerk.
We both said jerk.
No, it's not. My right is.
Oh.
That's why, because it doesn't get the action.
He
doesn't
likes
get-
it a little strange.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like giving
so-
yourself a stranger.
Yeah.
I sit on
I thought you
my
have to
hand
sit on your hand.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I sit on my
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
for it to be a
and then
stranger.
do it,
Yeah.
and then I
Because
Why
I'm
would
gonna
that
tell
make
you-
this armpit more?
Because
Because
keep
if
that one
you're
down
lefty,
because it
your
stays still
muscles
because you're
are
holding the
more.
phone.
Well, I don't know if any of you have had this issue, but like when I work out, I tend to sweat more than when I don't, and that's because my muscles are like working extra.
Well, yeah.
So
that's-
if that is the hand that you
I
work
was
more
like,
than the
that's-
other,
No, that's regular.
more sweaty.
Don't
When
be
you
that
work-
guy.
Don't be that guy.
no. What I'm saying is after you exercise, your muscles continue to work. So
Correct.
so because they're working more than you were before, you actually do sweat a little bit more than
Yeah.
you would regularly.
Because your
would.
body temperature is still so elevated, and there's
Right.
a lot more friction
Mhm.
going on inside your body.
Yeah.
The
So-
muscles are
So
rebuilding,
therefore,
which is the best time to actually take that load, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Because your body is like super sucking protein.
Wait, why?
Because
For pleasure or for like physiological reasons?
physiological reasons.
Physiological
It does the protein that you absorb
Mm-hmm.
during that period of time does the most good for rebuilding your
Yeah.
muscles. It's the same as eating a load
So
or
what is
a can
jacking-
of tuna.
Wait, I don't understand why jacking off has to do with it.
No, taking that load.
Oh,
Taking
taking.
Not jacking
Got
off.
it.
No, you don't want to expend any protein.
Well,
Okay.
just eat like
May I-
fucking sardines.
I'm sorry.
They
I'm
have
gonna
no protein.
raise-
No, I think
I'm
what
gonna
this-
raise my
Raise the
left
flag.
hand because that's what I use the most. Because I hold the phone in my
Are
right
you
hand.
left-handed?
No, I'm not actually left-handed, but I hold the phone in my right hand
Because
and I
a
use my
stranger
left
like
hand.
you.
But
Yeah.
I would like for us to remember, if most of us listen to most of the episodes, we always talk about masturbation.
Which is
So
good.
what?
It's
Which is
healthy.
okay.
to talk
It's
about.
healthy.
It's a gay talk show.
It's healthy. It is healthy.
It's either you masturbate or you fuck
But
somebody
I'm
or
looking
somebody.
forward to the fun.
There are two
You're-
kinds of
you're
people in
drinking
the
that
world.
Straight. I need you to be careful.
Are you gonna? Yeah.
Because you
Oh.
cannot handle your drinking.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Put that
no,
over
you
there.
didn't. Oh Lord.
Put that in the freezer.
Don't be that bitch. I mean, that
Oh.
Don't be that.
No. I only got a small shot. But let's. I'm about to have some. I think Miss Pinky is about to bring in some fun on this episode.
We've got. Well, I was brought to my attention
Mhm.
that it is Gay History Month.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes.
So we got in our group chat. We got to talking and whatnot about gay history tidbits,
Mhm.
and so I kind of want to just like go around the table and see what everybody found that stuck out the most. Marcus and I actually came up with the first one,
Mhm.
or the one that was the first in my book as most important. So we start there with Marcus's because he and I have the same one.
Yeah, I like the gay history is when they kind of broke the sodomy law
Mhm.
and those two guys got caught.
Abolished it.
Mhm.
Abolished it.
Oh, that would be.
We've been breaking the sodomy law forever.
I know this time it's more legal. We won't get arrested now.
Right.
Let's tell the intimate little details of that story real quick. Real quick, the intimate little details were. This happened in Houston, Texas, by the way.
Yeehaw!
Two men were having a good time in their own private abode.
That was the motel, wasn't it?
No, it was their own private abode, and somebody called the police saying that there was something going on next door. The police walk in, catch two gay men having sex, and they got arrested
That sounds
under
like
the
a motel
sodomy
story.
law.
Are you joking?
No,
No,
that was-
That is true.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah, sodomy.
Under the sodomy law.
Sodomy has
Oh,
been
Right,
illegal for
that's
That's been in place for a long
Yeah.
time.
Wait, aren't they
I
still
know,
around?
I
Okay.
know
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them.
So-
They're just not. It's just not.
mhm.
I do understand that some
Mhm.
places like illegal, but my thing is I don't really understand why
Mhm.
everybody, especially the
Mhm.
government people, is so obsessed with what people do
It was
with
Because-
their
Well-
genitals.
it was way
Because
back in
it's
the
a
time.
religion.
Well,
because
way back,
we
yeah.
started.
Yeah,
this
many
country has a
generations.
religious background.
Yeah, it has a yes. So here's the thing: these two men were upset at the fact that they went to jail because they were doing what they did in their bedroom, having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They hired a lawyer. They went before everybody in the state of Texas.
Everybody in the United States was
Wait,
watching.
what year was this?
Oh, this was okay. I'm not going to get this right. So, listeners, remember we are not generalists or historians or
I'm
any
a
of that.
generalist. I don't know about you.
You
But-
said generalist.
Yeah.
Journalist. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I couldn't understand what
So,
he said.
if I remember correctly, this was 1994. Yeah, it was in the 1990s. They went before the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court struck down all sodomy laws throughout the United States.
I didn't know
So they
that.
told
Yeah.
they
That
told the
was
whole
That was the beginning
Of the
idea of looking at maybe gay marriage will come next.
Yeah,
Anal
that
porn.
started.
Yeah.
I
So-
actually did not
yeah.
know that.
So
the
that was the
government
beginning.
Wait, what year
the
was that?
government basically
90
said
what?
you can do with your butt whatever you want.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Well, the Supreme Court said,
That's insane.
said
You have so
hey,
many
no,
people
the government.
undercover back then.
Look,
They
yeah.
higher up.
Mhm.
Okay,
But-
yeah.
The amazing thing was that this law, if most people don't understand this, sodomy laws aren't just about getting it up the butt. They're about
Anywhere other than the vagina.
anywhere other than the vagina.
Missionary
That
position.
included oral sex as
Yes.
well.
Right.
Even among heterosexuals, you could go to
Yeah.
jail
Forgiven if
under
you did.
certain
Forgiven
sodomy
if you
laws.
cheat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That
So
was way back
these
in
were
the day.
two gay men
That's
from
crazy.
Houston, and I remember that because that parade that year in Houston was
They were in
amazing.
it. Those two
They
guys,
were in
were
it in
Wow.
Houston, Texas.
Were they doing
Yes.
it in the butt? Was it like a float
No,
where they
they-
were like she was like a pendulum?
And you
I
know the
love
funny
this
thing
mannerism
is that
right
they
now.
weren't. If I remember correctly, they weren't in a relationship. They were just.
Well, of course they were.
They
in
were
a
just- they were
relationship.
just-
So they were at the phase where they
Yeah.
were like, new phone, who
Mhm.
dis? At
Mhm.
that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
more like
except-
chat room. Let's
Except
hook
there was
up.
no phone.
So that was the beginning. That was the
It
beginning.
was
Have a
pigeons.
change.
Once we got rid of the sodomy laws, that's when everything came into place after
Yeah.
that. So I'm done with that. So if anybody else has a tidbit, let's move on.
Well, let's pass on to your right.
Mhm.
And what Elliot, you were the one who actually brought it to our attention. That was
Mhm.
Gay History Month, I think.
No, I didn't.
No, actually, I brought it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, now it's your turn,
Mhm.
Elliot.
Okay.
You've been looking like
I
you've
have
had something to say for a long time.
He does.
Not really.
Mhm.
But
You're just playing with D's nuts.
9600 BC. Mesolithic rock art in Sicily depicts phallic male figures in pairs that have been interpreted as depictions of male homosexual intercourse.
Clearly a
Bam.
random something first one that popped up on your phone.
Yeah.
Not one you're passionate about. Okay.
it's still it's
Carlos.
it's
Yeah, don't throw your nuts.
LGBTQIAA plus.
Your nuts are in my
Unless they're
chin.
sweaty.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead, Carlos.
Okay. So for
I think it was
me,
a
and I know
caption.
this may
Yeah.
sound a little, because it's kind of recent, if you will, but and I remember exactly where I was, what I was doing, how I figured this out. So when marriage was legalized for LGBT community here in the U.S., which was June 2015,
Yes.
one thing that I kind of always hated is and I've never been in an open relationship, and yes, I've been around the block. I love going around the block, but
Calm
I've
down,
always
J-Lo.
right. But I
J-Lo
do
from the
want to
block.
be in a relationship where I can marry my significant other
Mhm.
and be monogamous and whatnot. So, for me, that was like huge for me because I always felt like
Hold on, your significant other at the time was huge?
no. That the whole perspective of being able to get married.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
Got it.
now I could really legally form a family, which I could still form it, but it would not be legalized. Like
Right.
I would have to,
Oh,
like
gotcha.
a lot of
There
men
was
and
that
women
whole belief
do.
of like, oh,
Legal
well, I don't need a piece of paper
documentation,
kind of
Right,
crap.
right,
It's
right.
like, yes, but you kind of do need
You
a
kind of
piece
do
paper.
because at the end of the day, I don't know if y'all were aware, but a lot of people, a lot of gay men and gay women and whatnot, everybody in the LGBT community, were actually adopting the other person,
Yep.
so they could actually
Have legal
rights
familial rights.
to
I never knew
their
that.
assets and so on. So I
This
was
is the only
like,
way
okay,
to do that.
perfect. I don't have to go through that. Thank God.
Right?
If
I
I would've
didn't
known-
have to adopt.
Right.
I want somebody to adopt me.
Yeah, because I don't want to do incest.
Didn't Trump adopt?
Maybe not all the time.
Mhm.
Um,
Ooh, let's not bring that up right now.
And the Steiners broke over the room.
Ooh, the silence broke over the room. Let's not
well,
bring that up.
he adopted Ivana or whatever.
Melania.
Mhm.
So he's
No.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. Yeah,
Wait,
he
what's
adopted her.
When
Did you hear that tweet or something that he said? It's come from that he said. Okay, I know I'm going off the rail just a little bit, but it was the funniest thing. I couldn't help but die laughing. That on the border they want to. He suggested make a moat
Yeah.
with
alligators in it, and my
electrify the thing.
And then I told my
That
old
sounds
man, I
awesome.
just started laughing so hard, and I
Sounds like
said,
something I
I'm
saw
just
in a
gonna
coloring book.
I said the moat is the Rio Grande,
Yeah.
and it's not a problem.
Let me
now.
tell you, go
They don't
ahead
call
and
them
do it.
wetbacks for nothing.
You know what? And I say this is a Mexican. You know what the Mexicans are going to do? Leather boots.
leather boots.
Leather boots.
Oh, I'm gonna have some
You're gonna have shacks open up on the border.
alligator
Yeah,
barbecues. All
Alligator-
kinds. Oh
you're
my
fine.
Don't get me wrong.
god!
It's
Yes.
I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
I want some
Come
leather.
here legally,
Oh, I want
it's
some
wrong.
belts
It's
and some
good.
cute little jackets.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yes,
But
do
I'm just
that, please.
so one more thing kind of question. So if they do make this moat, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
That's
life,
pretty stupid.
would they do it?
Will they be
north
lighting it on
or
fire?
south of the Rio Grande?
Where are you going to get the
They
alligators
would have to
from
do it on
first?
this side.
And
Florida,
are-
I guess.
Are
Are there going to
There's
be
no
alligators?
alligators.
I don't think
feel like
there's any
alligators are just
alligators.
freshwater.
It's alligator. No, it's the
They're
alligator.
not natural.
And then,
They're
he also
not
said they were
natural
gonna be-
here.
No,
So I don't
crocodile-
think-
You need
crocodiles-
a mock.
It's,
Crocodiles-
no, you're right. Crocodiles.
Crocodiles are the
Crocodiles.
only ones who can cohabitate in brackish water.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
crocodiles aren't natural to the Rio Grande, so I don't understand
like
where
a
you
I don't
would
think
get
But you're not going to
that.
be in the
But
Rio
anyways,
Grande, it's gonna be
again-
in the
Well,
moat.
if you go along the
give,
border-
you give Mexicans material goods. The motherfuckers, and I say this is a Mexican,
Mhm,
we're going to make it happen.
mhm.
So,
And they're gonna sell it half off.
Right. So,
Asian
you know,
people the same
go
way.
right ahead. Go right ahead.
They're
And
gonna
I'm
sell
Asian,
it
so I
like
get to
Go
say
right
that.
ahead.
like Michael Jackson had little boy's pants off.
Oh no!
Oh,
No
yeah.
shit! No, we're not doing that.
Half off, y'all.
So let's
half off.
let's finish off with a note here. First of all, it is LGBTQIAA plus 324 month
C3PO.
for all of October, which by the way was actually kind of funny to me. I don't understand. Just
Sucktober.
just like Black History Month being in February, which always made black people go, "Why is it in February?"
Isn't that when Martin Luther King's birthday is? Though?
No, that's January, sweetie.
When's
That's
Lincoln's
it.
birthday?
February. But
Did he
honestly,
abolish
Lincoln's birthday.
slavery?
Yes, but honestly,
Okay.
Lincoln's birthday is, I don't think really in February. I think they just
No.
put all those presidents together. But the thing is,
President's Day is not
Those
Lincoln
presidents
Day.
had nothing to do with
but
it.
the thing is that I always thought it was amusing that just like Black History Month, LGBTQ would be in the 1 month of the year the 1 month of the year where heterosexuals go around trying to scare each other to death and tell horror stories about monsters and demons and all this other stuff.
Well,
And I'm
maybe
like, oh,
Purple-headed
wait,
ghost monster.
let's put LGBTQ month in October.
there is a possibility that October was no longer profitable around, so they needed to put something.
Mhm.
Because if there's something we do, we
Mhm.
generate profit.
Mhm.
Which
That
we
is
have
true.
disposable income.
So,
And by the way,
We don't make babies.
have you not met a heterosexual who went, you know what? The gays know how to throw a fucking Halloween party. They know how
We
to throw
sure
a
do.
fuck. We sure do. It's our gay Christmas. We love Halloween. Halloween
Can
is
I-
our thing.
I'm glad you said
But
that.
hold
Because
on.
it is my Christmas.
Mhm.
Because it was the one holiday.
It's
I was
Mhm.
completely abandoned by my
Mhm.
entire family.
Mhm.
So October was the one holiday that I got to celebrate and be excited about.
Mhm.
That I didn't also have to like have this afterthought or this, whatever dichotomous, division of thought of like my family being involved in, and the fact that I don't have a family to be involved in. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, any of these other holidays are family oriented. Halloween is the one that you get to celebrate as somebody who has nobody
Mhm.
and actually celebrate it to its fullest, and it not be missing anything by not having a family to celebrate it.
Mhm.
So, I mean, Halloween has been my Christmas forever. So I go all out. for
You know what? I
What
will.
do you do last Halloween? What do you?
I will agree with you on that
No,
because
I
I
didn't do
always
anything
felt
last
like
year. I was
Halloween
very
was
depressed last year for Halloween.
you're
always
dating
my
a
gay
dress
Christmas.
as a
It's
girl.
my gay Christmas. It was
I haven't done
it was the
anything for
most fun
Halloween
I
at all.
had before Thanksgiving and Christmas rolled around, which I had
I
to
wanna-
deal with all the crap with Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
Because there's nothing worse for gay men and women
Going home.
than going home for Christmas to deal with your family.
Wait,
Or
man,
going for
I went to your
Thanksgiving.
families. That was pretty good.
Well, I just have to say this because I feel like for me Christmas and,
Mhm.
and New Year's is still very special,
Mhm.
and I don't do anything that's not hanging out with my family.
Mhm.
Whenever
You
somebody,
know,
whenever
I-
anybody ever asks me, they're like, "What are you gonna do for
Mhm.
this holiday? What are you gonna do for New Year?" Working. Have a job.
And that's what I always do.
Oh, I
always
work. I work.
Holidays,
I actually
so
found
don't
out that
worry
my birthday is right before Christmas. I'm actually going to be working. But
So, I don't know if
working on your birthday is the best day. Of the
Carlos,
year.
I'm gonna
What?
tell you this, and I'm gonna tell every
Right.
person,
Uh,
and it's not just Carlos, it's also Singaporean.
Wow.
You know, for the most part, the holidays I don't enjoy the holidays at all.
I do.
I
Once,
love the
once,
holidays.
I love the
I
holidays.
love Halloween, but after the
I love the-
holidays,
I love
it's
it when
like,
it gets
oh.
cold.
I love when it gets cold.
No, it's not that.
Yeah,
It's
because-
just the fact that because
I'm
it's
being
suddenly
very
I have to.
February.
I'm like, oh my god!
Yes,
Now I'm gonna have to.
family.
I'm gonna have to and see.
Would you rather not? Would you?
No, because
Oh, I
I'm
love
talking
my
about family now, so I'm gonna have to have a
Well,
drink.
hold on. Can I put this? No, I don't want him to finish. I want him to answer this before he finishes. Would you rather not have a family?
No, I have a family.
I know. Would you rather not have
Have a
that problem to
family.
deal with?
No, I have a family.
Because-
I understand that. Would you rather not? You're complaining
and the
about it.
reason he's
Would you
getting-
rather not have that?
Yeah,
to
the
deal
reason
with?
he's getting
I'm not. I'm just asking.
Okay, the reason
Do you
why he's
understand
getting
what
like
he's
that
asking?
Mhm.
is because he would rather have a family.
Yeah.
And you have a family.
you don't-
you're like,
you don't-
No. It's-
about it.
He has an
I wish I had
he
that
wait,
problem.
Hold on, wait. Let me say something. He has option.
You
He
need a
doesn't have option.
huggy.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't.
that's what
You
it
can't
is.
appreciate
Right.
what you've
Yeah.
never not had.
Yeah,
Right.
He have option. You don't have option. So
You're not appreciating
I
what
completely
you
understand what
your
you're
family
saying.
because you've
I
never
completely
not.
And
You've
it-
always
it's
had
nothing
them.
wrong with that.
understand
It's just
where
maybe
he's
a
coming
thought
from.
that maybe you hadn't thought of before. It's just me.
Because
At
I
Posing
least
that
you have
to
a
you.
family, regardless
Like-
of whether it's dramatic or not.
Me and my
You
ex.
have a family.
Me and my
He
ex
didn't
went
even
through
get
that a
that.
lot.
I avoid my family like the plague.
I love Joel's family. We
Oh
spend
no, I love
holidays
it.
with
And let
them
me tell you,
all the
I
time.
tell
And I love
tell
him to
whoever
death,
wants
But
to be with
I
me.
interrupted Joel, so I want Joel to finish
Oh
his
yes,
point.
we're very sorry. Go ahead.
I interrupted him.
hmm Well, here's the thing. I actually just wanted to get into my gay history. I know we get off.
We can get deep.
always
first.
do.
We'll get deep
deeper into
here in
this.
a second,
We'll
but
do the Me Familia.
That's
in
what he
Yes.
said.
a few episodes down the road.
a few.
We can-
Yes,
When we get closer to Thanksgiving,
trust me.
we'll
The
get-
closer
we'll
we
into
get to
that
the
for sure.
holidays, the more that I'm gonna have a bottle of something in front of
Oh,
me
no,
I got one. I
love
put-
and have to deal with that. But for the most part, we're not
Joe is
there.
so dramatic.
But I want to talk about my little gay tidbit that I found today, which I thought was amazing. And I know it may not be amazing to a lot of people, but it's
Was
amazing
it belly
to
button
me.
lit?
Nope, it was the first gay pride parade because I'd always wondered about that. When did it become a gay pride parade? And it turns out that it started in 1970, the year after Stonewall.
Yeah, that's right.
And the
Yeah,
beautiful thing
that's
is,
why it started.
and by the way, this is
Stonewall.
what happened.
Oh, really?
If you know the history of Stonewall, you know it was a riot that happened from June 28th to July 1st. It was a 4-day affair.
Right in the-
There was violence, there was rock throwing, there was rioting in the streets. That's what happened.
because of events
Yes,
that
because
happened prior
of
to
the
that.
events that happened prior to that. But here's the funny thing. June 2nd rolls around, and everybody in the neighborhood decides, you know what? We're tired of dealing with this.
Right.
Let's form a group. Gay Liberation Front happens. We are tired of dealing with all the crap that we've dealt with. We want equal rights. We want all this stuff. We want to be able to basically put, and this is what makes being gay sometimes so simple. All they wanted was to be able to go to the places they wanted to go. They wanted to be able to live where they wanted to live.
They're watering holes.
And they wanted to be able to live their lives the way that they wanted to. It was so simple, it was ridiculous.
They just wanted to do
But
their thing,
yes,
mind
exactly.
their own business.
They wanted to, yes.
You didn't know that?
Here's where this is going to come into context in just a second.
Pinky.
No, I'm just wondering.
So
What's wrong with you, Joel?
a year later, after all this stuff has happened,
After Stonewall.
they've all sat down and looked at what has happened with Stonewall, and they said, you know what, we're going to throw a parade, but we're not going to do it like we did it last year. This year, we're going to celebrate who we are, and we're just going to have fun, but we're still going to ask for equal rights and everything else, but let's have fun. Let's do that. And I saw the videos. I went to YouTube. I went through the archives and everything else. And I saw the videos of what they were doing the year after, and what they were doing was amazing. They had all kinds of banners for gay fathers, for lesbian sisters,
cool.
for all this stuff, trans this, all this other stuff, all the stuff that was going on at the time. They had banners for it. They put together a parade. They put together a thing a year after all this happened.
Was this again?
This was 1970, June 28th, a year after the
That's
thing.
why June is National
But
Pride
right before
Yeah.
that happened, they collectively got to get gays and lesbians, which, by the way, gays and lesbians,
no longer do that. There was an accord
Mhm.
that was struck,
What?
especially for that.
mhm.
What do you mean?
But can I say this? Gays and
Yes, no.
lesbians, we love each other. We just, sometimes we fight like brothers and sisters. And that's okay.
We love to hate each other.
We love to hate each other, but we love
But
each
we
other.
hate to fight lesbians because they know how to fight.
I will
And
totally
because-
punch you in the face.
And because in the history of
Right.
in the history of gays and lesbians, we've always been there for each other. We just sometimes
At the end of the day.
don't understand
At the end of the day.
At the end of the
Lesbians
day.
Don't
are
ask
our
me
big
in the
brothers.
morning.
Like
Don't
our big
ask me
brothers.
for lunch.
Exactly.
It's like your
Lesbians are our
it's
big
like
I
your
don't think we
family.
should talk for lesbians though, because they might have a different picture of gay guys.
We're like their
I
little
think
sisters,
guys have
though.
a lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
well, clearly,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even know. That's
You are-
That's
it's a
because
hard
you're
point
neither a
to-
lesbian nor a gay man.
But you're bisexual, so
Yeah.
it's
So
there
she
might
has-
be
So you're like
familiar
both a
with-
gay man and a gay woman.
yes.
Or she's
Getting
just
real.
Or like neither.
No, but it's
Wait,
like
wait.
any other family.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
If you attack
You're
each
being that
other,
guy.
but if somebody else comes
Mhm.
that tries to attack your family,
But who has not had a lesbian friend when it came to we're family, and I understand family, so yes,
I'm not
that's what
related
we
to any of
do.
those bitches.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not related to any of those bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I lied. My cousin Tirsa. She's an
actually.
Almo.
Well, I'm not gonna.
She's a what?
I'm not gonna call out my relatives on the air.
She's a what?
Mm-hmm.
She's loud and proud.
I have some. I have some in the family. I'll say that.
Yeah.
What?
oh,
I
I,
don't-
have a lot in the family.
Well, no, I said I wasn't related
Cousins,
to any
cousins.
of them, but I do actually have a lesbian cousin.
It turns out my father, who did not talk about this that much,
Is gay?
no, had four lesbian sisters.
How many?
Four. And that was
How
way
many sisters do
before.
we have total?
By the way, my father,
Out of curiosity,
who is close to 80 years old,
Still looks good for his age.
had four lesbian sisters who were in relationships with other women, and he only talked about it
You
once.
have a lot of
And
aunties, don't you?
he only talked about
Eight
it
at
when
least.
he told me that I might be gay. And that was the only time he ever talked about it. And I went,
Wait,
grandpa?
what age? Did he,
Your grandpa?
what age were you when he
Or
said
your
that?
dad?
Yeah.
okay, when my dad talked about me being gay, it was 8, 13, 16, 19, and 22.
You
You got
remember
that
every last
timeline,
age.
like, perfect. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What's that, Pinky? What?
that is me breaking off a piece
Oh,
of
is that what that means?
Mm.
Yeah, breaking off a piece of that.
Kick
Break?
Mhm.
Break me off a piece of that? Yeah.
No, you're a little skinny for me, Chris. Thanks, though. We've had this talk.
Okay, are we taking a break? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, we're actually over.
It's
different-
Elliot, by the way.
It's Elliot. God damn it.
Are we taking a break?
Chris is standing right behind you. He's just cuter than you are.
All right, you guys, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for a word from our sponsors.
Oh, I'm going to push the button.
Yeah, push the button. Please.
Push the button.
Push the
Don't be that
button,
hoe.
Chris.
All right, welcome back. We are now we have during the break we
Get it
broached
Wow.
the subject
Shitting and
of
Bidets.
the epitome of like don't be that hoe.
Don't be that hoe.
now you have to tell the story.
Okay, so
No, start back at the beginning.
Don't embarrass
okay,
that young lady.
so no
We
names.
won't
no names,
use
but-
names, but bitch, you know who you are.
So I
Gloria.
have a very
I'm
very
just
good
kidding.
friend of mine. Throws a house party, but all of us together, nice. One of my girlfriends, she come over. Immediately she said, I'm just gonna use restroom. I said, yeah, no problem. It's over. I point the direction. She go over there. I don't know what possessed her to think that this was okay, but she did the gay in the bidet.
The number 2 in the bidet.
She shit in the bidet. And so
Shit in the bidet.
she
Shit
comes
in the bidet.
out. She comes out like 5 minutes later asking me to help her, and I'm just like, do I look like a shit scooper to you? Like, what do you want me to do? I have no idea what you really
Wait, did you
expect
see-
me to do.
Did you
She
look
told-
at it?
I looked at it. I said, I don't know.
It's like, could you tell there was no water in that toilet?
What type of shit was it?
Runny thick.
Oh
Taco
my God.
Bell.
Don't.
No.
So it looked like
Crunchy wrap deluxe.
Oh my God.
It was like shit sludge.
It was so. It was yeah,
right. So it looked like
It was so bad. And then so then
toothpaste tube hamburger meat.
Man.
well, she apparently sorted it out. Thank God. But you know what? She was that guy.
She was that guy.
Wow.
Don't
She was that. She was that hoe.
She was that hoe. She was that hoe.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, babe. I didn't say your name. Don't be mad. I love you. Don't be mad. You're the one.
Oh my goodness. So, having started off the second half in a dark place,
Do the dark.
in a doo-doo brown place. Chris, do you have,
I do.
but
At home.
do you have a don't be that guy?
I
So
have
okay, so we're gonna do two halves of this, y'all. We're gonna do a social aspect of like a pickup artist, somebody you date, somebody you won't date, a pet peeve of like a pickup artist, that type of thing.
And then work.
And then some. We all come from a sort of service industry background, or have had certain experiences with customer service. So we're gonna split it in half. We're gonna go around the table. We're gonna share a social instance, like Singh just did about a don't be that hoe situation. So I guess we'll start socially first, and then we'll go into
Employment.
Oh fuck.
work. Don't be that guy in people's
Employment.
place of work.
I have a don't be that BFF. Is
Go ahead.
that so?
That's social.
Yeah.
That's social.
That's
That's
perfect.
social. Go.
You know
go
when
for
your
it.
BFF calls you and they all have like this topic, like they got to talk about their family or their boyfriend or whatever, and they talk to you about it for like an hour, and then you like respond to them and give them your input, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it." It's like, bitch, we just talked about it for an hour.
Are you calling me out, Chris?
Yes, I am. Don't be that BFF. Don't do it.
Here's
I call it don't be
Her.
the monologue person.
Yes,
The
true.
monologue.
Because you're calling me and you're asking me questions, but then you don't want me to fucking answer.
Yeah, like
but you
expect a
rant
response.
for 2-3 hours about your shit.
Are they
You don't
like,
even know
oh, if
what you're
we
talking
talk
about.
about it, I'm gonna get stressed out. Wait,
See, now
we were
I'm all
just talking about it for an
self-conscious
hour.
because I do that.
What,
okay.
do you?
I'm gonna throw this in here, and I think it's very important that I throw
We
this
know
in
you
here.
do.
Sometimes, as a BFF, and I have been a BFF, sometimes all we just want you to do is listen. We don't really want your opinion.
That was my other. Yes, that was
we
my other
don't.
one.
We don't really want anything. We could, if we have you to talk to. Sometimes we
Get
can,
a fucking counselor, bitch.
Hold on. Sometimes all we need. Sometimes all we need to do is just. We already know what we need to do.
That's why.
Somebody
We
just
just
need
need
a
to
sounding
talk
board.
it out,
There's a
and
thing to
But
that.
that's not
Yeah.
talking out. That's not talking it
No.
out. That's
Let's get off your chest.
getting it off your
That's
chest.
why you get a dog.
The dog will run away.
Then you've got
No.
too many issues.
The thing is,
The dog
thing-
won't talk
The
back.
thing is, if you're telling me all your shit and you don't give me an outlet to exercise it, to exercise it
unburden the
myself,
burden? Yeah.
you've just unloaded on me, and now I'm fucking stressed out,
So
and I
now
don't even
you're-
get to talk to you
You
about
feel like
it.
an emotional
But-
dumpster.
can I ask
Yes,
you?
and now I'm all
The
stressed
emotional
out, and
come
you're
down.
Let me
not.
tell you, you know what I learned what to do?
What?
I
Say,
said,
just don't answer the
okay.
phone. That's what I,
I
do.
put the phone down,
My whole thing is, okay, oh yeah. And I just keep on doing
and then I
things.
pick the phone up every minute and a half. I'm like,
You're like washing dishes,
Yeah, that's what
not
I
even
do.
listening. You're just like,
I know for a
problem.
fact it's going to go for 2-3 hours. So
No,
guess
no,
what?
I
In
totally
those 2-3
understand.
hours, I can get a
Uh-huh.
shitload of stuff
yeah,
done.
no, definitely.
Well, you're
He's literally
you're
talking
monologue.
into a box of cigarettes. But
you just
the
pick it up
thing
every
is-
minute and a half. And just
the thing is
Yeah,
that
I do that.
what I've learned
Go back to what
from
you're doing.
when those moments have happened to me, look, I'm not going to say that I'm cursed. What happens is that no matter what situation I always seem to be in, and Marcus understands this, I can literally sit at a bar, and all I want to do is be by myself. All I want to do is be by
I
myself.
can vouch for this.
have a drink, and not talk to anyone.
That's me
And
on
then
Christmas
suddenly-
and Thanksgiving.
Suddenly, someone will walk over and have a conversation, and I'll go, okay. Mm-hmm.
You know what I do at that
And
point? I say,
then-
cool story,
hold
bro,
on.
and I walk away.
Hold on. Then suddenly I realized that just by saying,
Oh yes,
I've
You
acknowledged
you
something.
acknowledge them.
and then I
No good
find
deed goes
myself,
unpunished.
Yep, you
and
just-
then I find myself surrounded by 5 or 6 people who are like, "Oh, you know what, Joel? He's so brilliant, and he's saying this and that, blah blah." I haven't said a word, not one word, not one word.
So who are we
I've
calling
literally
that guy?
just sat there and just went,
That's Tammy.
The bar,
That's Tammy.
the watering hole head case. Don't be that hoe. Don't be that hoe. Don't be the watering hole head case.
But as a bartender, I've had to also listen to stories from people so
In all
many
fairness,
times,
that's kind of your job.
and
Yes.
Oh.
And
so
I'm okay
you're being
with
that
it.
guy right now. You're being
I'm
that
okay
hoe
with
right
it.
now. Say that.
but
No,
I've
no,
heard it all
part of the
before.
work.
Everybody
and
that works,
Mhm.
and just throwing it based on what you just said. Not that this is mine, but in the service industry, whether you are a bartender, whether you are a go-go person,
Mhm.
whether you're a go-go girl, go-go boy,
Dick dancer.
dick dancer, don't forget to be nice to the people that pay you money
Yeah,
to shake it.
exactly.
I am always angel to every single
Yep.
person.
Because guess
Always.
what? You
Even
can't
if
pay
you're
your
mean to
fucking
me,
bills if people don't
nice
give
to
you
you.
that tip.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah, but there's a line when your customers
Oh no, they
Right,
if
no,
you-
no,
if
I
you're
get it.
could
not-
be
I
too
get it.
much for me.
You're definitely supposed
No,
to
no,
be
no.
a therapist
If
you're a bartender.
If you're a go-go dancer, I don't
That's part
expect
of
you
the
to let
job
me
description.
go past what you don't want me to do.
Not pass the balls
But-
for sure.
Not past the balls. You're probably choke. But
Not a professional.
I forgot
got your master's degree.
Okay, so
I got a doctorate.
I'm sorry, as your
Call me Dr. Strange.
as your
Call him
co-producer,
headmaster.
Headmaster.
just just hearing that is
Highlander. There can be
amazing.
only one.
Oh my god!
I'm getting a drink.
but don't forget to be nice to your customers
Okay,
because that's
right.
what you depend on.
But
you think-
but
why do you
as
think I wear these
this
shorts?
episode,
Thank
this
you.
episode is
Well,
not about us
but-
being nice to our
No.
customers. This episode is about educating
Really?
people on how to be a customer.
Well, hold on.
Sweetie, there
This
are
is social. First.
Right. But I mean the
And we
birthplace,
haven't
the
done the
birth
whole
child,
round table.
right? Of being a consumer in one fashion or the other. Okay, maybe not a customer, but a consumer all the same.
Mhm.
Being a human being.
Of goods and services. So right, how to be a receiver is the education that we're getting here.
Oh, so you're going to show us how to receive it?
okay.
Because some of us are good at it.
Carlos, I feel like you'd be a much
Jesus Christ.
better.
Do we really have to go
instructor.
for all
Yeah, I
the jokes
know.
every
You're
time?
those people.
They'll be
We're those people.
Don't be that gay podcast. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Can we say, Chris, that
Elliot,
the
what
name
are you
of the
doing
show
here?
is literally that
Little.
little gay talk show?
Really?
We are that little gay talk
I
show.
didn't know
Duh.
that.
I mean,
We
so
are
of course
those
we're going to be
shows.
that little gay talk show.
Oh yeah, we
That's
got
the
that
name.
one.
That's the name.
With
That
attitude.
little gay talk show.
It
Oh,
sounds
it should've been
raspy,
that.
so just put some lube.
Not the.
No, it's the little
It
gay.
is that.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, you're right.
For
It is.
fuck's sake. Okay, so we've heard from Elliot.
I'm just an intermediate host.
Okay, I'm gonna
We've
throw
heard from
this.
Joel.
So we heard from you.
Oh yes, I know, but I'm gonna throw this in here real quick.
He's throwing a lot in here. The table's full of
no.
shit already, Joel.
I put together a little jingle for the show, so if you
Yes.
Yes, come on, bring it.
Hey! Oh, I'm excited.
Ooh, I came up with a
And I
holiday
already,
themed-
by the way, I already uploaded it. So if when
When do we get to hear it?
Are you singing it now?
no, I'm not gonna sing
Oh,
it
I thought you
now.
were totally singing it.
No, I spent last night.
Recording.
I'm like, our show.
Are you
is-
just gonna talk about it, or are you gonna play it?
Who is we?
I think it's going to play at this episode,
Yes,
right?
it's gonna play.
So good. Now we've heard from Elliot. We've heard from Joel. We've heard from Sing.
Yeah.
Marcus, we haven't heard from you, and Carlos, we haven't heard from you about your social don't be that hoe.
Okay, Marcus, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I don't like those people that always say, "Oh, you know what? I love black guys."
Okay.
I've never had that
I don't
happen.
like the.
Chris,
What
Yes.
chocolate?
that patient
always say
complexion,
that.
I feel like you probably wouldn't get that very often.
You know,
I'm
after
sorry,
after,
because I do say, I mean, I
As
every
black
now
as
and then
Chris
I
is
have
from the waist down.
different type of, people.
Wait, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I studied your thunder.
I see people as people. I don't see them as
Mhm.
different shades. I mean, my friend. That's my friend. And I don't say, "Oh, I always wanted the black friend," or "I never always wanted to date a black guy." I'm like,
I don't
As like a
mind
zoo
it.
animal, like something exotic.
"Thank you." That's what I
Right.
felt like. I should
Yeah.
be
But
wearing
You're
a
being
collar or
objectified.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you don't like being objectified.
No, I like being me. So,
So-
I'm different from every
So
other.
you do like being objectified, just
You
not
just don't
because
like to
of
be
your color.
groups.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to date a bottom. It's fine.
So,
Yeah.
so you're not.
I love the silence. I love the hits.
That was.
That one sideways.
I'm sorry. You said that?
Hey. But no, I mean something so shallow and racial. I mean, I'm sure you would get enough.
That's the first thing that the person would think about. Oh,
Right.
okay. Well, maybe I need to be a trophy or something.
Right. Exactly. No, I totally get that.
See,
Okay.
and the flip side of
Because
that,
first
if I may, like, I love that my old man is older, much older than me.
Mhm.
I love that he's old and Italian, and I love being his kid. In my mind, I think I'm very small.
I love your
small,
Italian
like-
man. He is
I
a,
love being his like cute young Asian girlfriend.
Like Nim.
I totally love it.
I love your Italian
completely love
man.
being objectified in that way because I know white people, they tend to get older a lot faster than black people or Asian people. So
That is
me,
very
I'm
true.
gonna be
Yes,
cute
that is
for a
true.
Especially
long
fair
time.
skin.
That
Because
is
there's-
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's true.
That's how I know that I'm a good portion black.
Mhm.
I think
Really?
there's-
What are you talking
We're
about?
all just staring.
Come on.
By the way,
Because black don't crack, y'all.
You are cracking.
Give it some time,
might
baby.
have a-
Give
I,
it some
I
time.
look
But
I look
that's about
much
it.
younger than I am.
I get ideas.
Well, actually, if I
So do
look
I.
at you, I would say
you
early
don't.
30s. I won't say 20s.
I would
And I'm not
think
hating on
Nobody
you.
fucking asked you, Carlos.
I would say 20s.
Yeah,
I would say
Really?
like 20.
especially when I have pink hair. And like I have facial hair today.
Peter Pan.
It's been like 7 weeks since I shaved,
Peter Pan
so I got like a little
syndrome.
3 o'clock shadow going on.
Okay.
Is that what that is?
Mhm.
Well, it's not quite 5 o'clock.
Oh.
Well, it's so
Pinky.
Hey, that's the witching hour.
it's so
Isn't it? Or
blonde
is that
that
4
you can't
o'clock?
look.
Midnight
You
is
can't tell
the
it's
witching hour.
I don't think
No,
so.
it's 3 a.m.
At midnight.
It's 3
Or
a.m.
is it
It's
3
Now
a.m.?
Elliot
Yeah.
has a shadow.
Right down the
shadow.
middle. That's
I
what is.
have-
What is that? So
That's a-
No, that's a,
so
no,
That's
I'm
the
talking about-
flavor
I'm talking
saver.
about
Yeah,
this
that's what
right
they say it is. Flavor saver.
Well, a chunk.
Flavor.
The soul patch is just like the little triangle underneath.
Right.
Right, but his goes all the way down. It's a flavor saver.
It's that
All the
guy
way
from
down.
the Limp Bizkit band. He had that one.
You're grouping me with him.
I didn't tell you shave your
Don't be
face,
that
Dad.
Don't be don't be that person.
I love that so much.
That is-
Okay, so Carlos, now it's you.
Okay, so one of mine was actually what Elliot mentioned earlier, which I kind of chimed into it. And but my biggest, I guess, don't be that guy. or
Don't be that guy who
person.
drinks all the tequila.
It's
I think he's drinking all the tequila.
people that
Probably.
have issues with age, and I will call them.
why are you
ages.
looking at me?
Because you're that hoe.
You're that hoe. Okay, so if you are young and make fun of old people, be aware that old is not a prize you can work on and get. It's a stage of life, and guess what? If you're young, you're gonna get old.
If you're
people are
lucky.
gonna-
No,
if you're lucky.
I couldn't disagree more. Old is a
also-
prize that you
and
win
also,
for not
if
being a
you-
total dumbass when you're young.
I think it'd be blessed to get that age.
And if you are old, don't discriminate on the young ones because they're not necessarily young and stupid. They may be-
best faces.
They may. Yeah.
I mean, for me,
That's
I don't
18-year-old.
discriminate.
Okay.
I got
So-
one at my house. I bang him all the time.
I'm all about the smash and
Forward,
grab.
Don't be an ageist.
So, wait, it sounds like you're preaching. What's your don't be that guy?
Don't be an
don't be
ageist.
that guy. Don't be an ageist.
Oh, don't be an ageist.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't be the young one who like
Because
thinks
you,
that 30 is
you
old.
can't really criticize somebody for being young or somebody for being old.
I don't care.
Because it's not a prize.
And
It's not
stop.
something you can work hard
Stop.
for and
I
get
got
it.
this.
Oh, you
Don't
finished
stop.
the damn thing?
Yes, I did.
Joel decided to be that hoe.
Don't be that guy.
No.
that hoe. He was that hoe.
That hoe.
Oh my god.
He
And
was that
so,
hoe.
you were young once and you're going to get old. So,
And
if you're lucky, like
We were
Elliot
young.
said.
What?
no, I mean definitely. I mean, I remember being in my 20s. I mean, I thought that
Sorry.
it wasn't 25 years ago like it was for you.
I know.
Ooh.
I know.
It was like your
That's
whole
why I'm
20s ago
laughing,
that it
because
was ago.
That was like
Fiction is
5
never
years
real.
ago. Really?
Exactly, I remember.
Oh, Singapore is near
You
me.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that there's a greater difference between the generations now because of the advance of technology, and that's
Oh, yeah.
what
no, I get that.
millennial minds are really different from.
Me and Carlos were talking
from
about
our
that on the way
minds.
What
here.
is, what is, what is
And
the,
it's
what
funny.
are the years for millennial? What is it?
I'm actually at
It's
the
like
end of
81,
Generation X,
81.
so it's actually
It's like
Millennials,
yours,
like,
like all the way
1981.
through
Yeah.
above mine. So like 91.
Millennials are from 81 on.
okay.
81 to,
To
80,
like
91.
90. No, it was like 90.
No, I'm a millennial.
I know you're a millennial, but it's
I was
from
born in
81.
85.
I think it's like 20 years
So
span
81
for millennials, so I think
Okay.
it's from.
I'm
from
Generation X,
81.
thank God.
Yeah, you're not a millennial.
81 to
How-
2001.
Yeah.
I was born in '74.
God
Oh
damn!
yeah, no,
Really?
you're definitely not a
I'm
millennial.
45.
Are you really?
Ooh,
No
Daddy.
way.
See, that's why I know he's black from the waist down.
No, I got bags, honey.
We can see that.
Baby, I got
Let me
bags
try
so
to
I could put $50 worth of groceries under each eye.
I got
I thought
$100
that's what
worth
you
of
was stuffing
groceries.
in there just now.
I use Plexiderm.
Wait, what's no? My bags
Not a
are
sponsor.
From, my bags are
I was
actually
just
from.
like, where is that? Where can I get it? I was like, okay, yeah.
There's two different types of bags. One is from puffiness, and the other is from you actually have
Drugs.
fat that comes down from
Oh.
your eye
From your
muscles.
fat head.
Your eye muscles are herniating, and
Yeah.
so your fat is actually coming down from your.
So
your
is that from like bottoming too much, or
drugs
oh,
Wait, don't
your
you-
eyes herniate from drugs?
drugs,
I
yeah,
thought it was like
and
anal.
like scratching them too much, and I don't know, all sorts of stuff, genetics too.
my eyes are not puffy.
No, you don't have puppy.
You've
And
never
I
done
have
a lot of
Sorry, it
drugs,
goes right
have
down
you?
into your cheeks.
I've done a lot of drugs.
Usually my eyes are
Fucker.
puffy because I'm up all night long working.
But you have cute puffy
I
cheeks.
do.
You like chipmunk cheeks.
People want to grab him and be like, "Rrrr."
I don't want to do that, but
But
they are cute.
I said people.
All right, so we all do our personal. Now we're gonna do our
Let-
professional.
Oh,
Don't be
Is that
a
a
hoe.
stiff?
Sorry.
See, I told you to keep pouring.
Oh
Coke
wait,
in there.
I didn't do my personal.
Oh, you didn't do your personal?
Oh, you did?
I didn't
I thought
not
you
do
did.
my personal.
Oh,
Do your personal.
You took
Oh, you were just putting it out on the table a lot during
No,
that segment.
yeah, I know, but I didn't do my
Fair enough.
personal.
Go ahead, do your personal.
And
That's
my
all the tequila that you
personal,
drank.
my personal actually happened a couple of nights ago. I
Didn't you say when? No, you do. You say when you're at the bar and you want to be left alone.
yeah. Here's my personal. My personal happened.
Wait, we're
I'd
not-
had a great day. I had a great day. I hung out with Miss Pinky, Mr. Elliott, David. We all went to a
brunch.
gay pride in the Woodlands, and we had a
Oh,
great
that's right.
time.
Y'all sure did.
Oh my God, we
I
we
played
went
in the
to
bouncy house.
the Woodlands had a little pride thing happening over the weekend.
It was
and
really
we had
cool.
It was
such
very
a great
cool.
time.
Was
Except-
by
What-
the-
It was very
the-
cool.
Hold on,
Yes.
hold on. If I could just have a moment of silence,
Mhm.
so I could just say "fuck you, Dylan."
Mhm.
Go on.
Was it by the river thing?
Yeah, it was by the river,
Oh, that's
in the little,
That's
in the
gay
cute
pride.
little
But
park.
why is it little though?
By
Gotta
the
bring
by
them
the
up.
concert venue.
it wasn't that. I mean, it was like how many people was it?
Tame.
It was very
Well,
tame.
wait, it was the
Only 10 days?
Woodlands, but how many people?
I would say there were probably like 350, 450.
By the way,
people there.
we talked to the little lady who was
Oh,
at
you
the
too.
end, and she said it was double the amount that they had the
I
year
think it was more like
before.
1,000.
Good.
There were 1,000
And we walked,
non-vendors.
Yeah.
Really?
we walked around. First of all, I had never been to a pride anything where there wasn't any kind of like there was no beer, there was no
What?
liquor,
There,
there was
there was a tent
Time out.
right to the right down the main drag.
Okay.
Because it said
for
that
it
was
said drink
Kentucky.
tickets.
Mhm.
That was, I
You had
thought
to
that was the
purchase
VIP area, but it was a drinking
Yeah, I
area.
thought it was VIP, so I
Well,
didn't even think
the
about it.
VIP area was to the right of that.
VIP area.
Why? I don't understand.
And they had
any-
they had a cute little stage where they had some music
Okay, was
going.
everything
Drag
little?
queens. No.
Because he keeps saying little. Like
It was little.
small.
I
No, it was
said
small.
it.
It was
It
like-
was small.
It was, I would say the space that the Pride celebration took up total was,
the river area.
I mean,
by the hotel.
the infield of a baseball diamond.
Hmm.
Oh, that was small.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
just
when,
like one little horseshoe.
when we were trying to park, the lady who was telling us is like, "Oh, there's like 5 other events going on." So
She was discriminating against
Yeah.
gays. She didn't want the gays
I
parking in the
didn't-
library parking
I
lot.
did not hear that. All I heard was the fact that there was 5 other things going on.
Were there really?
And
Did we believe that?
we
I don't believe
parked,
that.
and we parked in a cute little place. It was cute. We parked in a cute little spot. We walked across the street. I used the GPS on the phone to try to
You know,
find.
Babe is right. You are saying everything is small because cute means small.
It was
Cute means
cute.
small.
You're not
Everything means
David.
It was
small.
cute.
It's
You
cute
should
time.
just call me David.
We
No, I
walked.
said babe.
Oh,
we,
babe.
we walked up to the thing.
I am babe.
They had like little bouncy houses for the kids. I felt like that
Oh,
Pride was like this little thing for the for gay
Family
families. Yes, it was for gay families, and it was
Well,
really
In the Woodlands,
cute.
there's a lot of
It was
families.
Woodlands.
that's because you
And
have
I
to
was
have 2
confused.
incomes to live in the
I can
Woodlands.
tell
And-
that the tequila's getting too good
Yeah.
when you're tripping on the words.
Yeah, I know. It was confusing because I'm like, wait a minute. There are bounty houses for the kids. I don't think that this is where the gay stuff is going on, but we heard the music and everything else. They were like, "Oh my God, that's where it is," and I'm like, "No, it can't be because the kids are there."
Right.
But we ended up finding it, and we had a good time. We had some food.
And then Chris walked up to the second bouncy house and he was like, "Is this the spanking station?"
Mhm.
Can I just ask, is anybody else like as irritated as I am whenever you go to like an event, festival, something like that, you have to buy tickets to buy beer.
Oh,
You could
yes.
just pay
well, here's
cash. Like
here's
I gotta
the most
get
amazing
tokens or
thing.
coupons.
I
or
think that's so they
Coupons. I
they
think
are
So they don't
the-
check ID.
Just
Yeah.
take my money. Just
Here's
take
the
my
most
money.
amazing.
Check my ID.
Here's the most amazing thing about that. David and I got tickets beforehand because we were told to get tickets. And we came in through the back, I guess. We came in through the back. And no one asked for tickets or any
That
of
is
that
sloppy.
stuff.
We did come in through the back.
We came
Like
in through the
good
back.
gays.
Yes.
Yay!
We came right in
And
through the back.
we were
was
in
no
there,
resistance.
we were just doing our thing, and the lady went, "Oh, wait, do you have tickets?" And
Like-
I'm like,
Hey, what's
As-
going
as-
on over here?
As we're leaving,
"As
they're like,
we're leaving,
"Do you mind if we put wristbands on you?
Mhm.
Did you guys come in through the back?" I was like, "Yes, we came in through the back, like good gays." He's like, "Well, there you go."
You've said that joke like 3 times.
No, I know, but that guy, it made the guy who was putting my wristband on super
Mhm.
uncomfortable. He didn't know what to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, well, there
They
you
should've been
go."
working
It's
Are
still
you sure he
Woodlands.
was not gay?
No, he was definitely not gay.
They shouldn't have been working the
I
festival.
will tell you
Right.
this: if you
He was wearing the same shirt that the bitch at the library told us we couldn't park there was wearing.
Oh, shit.
I'll say that.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, don't
be-
host
Yeah,
a fucking
exactly.
Freedom
Don't be
Fest or Gay Pride and then
Take
Peace,
have...
love, and rainbows, and,
And
then
then-
tell us we can't fucking park in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I'll
right?
take the
What?
day off.
I mean, you guys noticed that, right? Everyone at the front was wearing those fucking lime green t-shirts. And that bitch was clearly saving spots for, like, her friends who she wanted to park there. So she was
I
turning
don't
people
think
around.
so.
Oh,
I don't
Maybe she
remember
did
her
some
wearing
gay
the same...
things.
I don't remember her
It
wearing...
said peace, love, and rainbow.
I don't know.
On the same weekend that Pride was happening in the Woodlands. Like, coincidence? I think not.
I don't know. All
What
I
do you think, audience?
all I have to say is that I thought that we had a nice time.
We did. I'm glad I
We did
wore
have a nice
wedges,
time.
because I almost didn't.
Well, and then
And
the next day,
ground
what
is
did we
very
do the
soft.
next day?
The next day was the bomb. Oh, Joel doesn't remember. We went to brunch.
No, I remember. No, I
That
remember
face,
because
was there a bottle of tequila?
No. Mm.
This
No,
was
here's
the most beautiful face of regret
Two
I've
crafts.
ever seen.
no. Here's
2 crafts of mimosa.
here's what I
And it killed you?
honestly here's what I thought of Gay Pride in the Woodlands. I thought it was appropriate. I thought it was what it was for Gay Pride. It was for families and that kind of thing. I was a little confused because, like I said, when we were
There was
walking
no spanking
around,
station.
there were kids everywhere, and that's that kind of thing. But there were gay people having their kids everywhere and having their pride the way that they wanted to have
And then
it.
what about the next day?
The next day, yes, I woke up. By the way, I woke up the next morning going, oh my God, I want to do Sunday brunch. I have
All of
not
that
done Sunday
after the break,
brunch.
y'all.
Yes. Goodbye.
And we're back.
We're back.
Woo-hoo.
Okay. So we didn't get to round 2 of Around the Table of like, don't be that guy.
Don't be that
This
fool.
is round 2.
This is
Right, we didn't
round
get to
two.
that in the second half. So in the third half, we're gonna go around and don't be that guy from a commercial or employment
Don't be that
standpoint.
customer
You're right.
Don't be that cuss.
or that client.
Right. So Sing started last time, so I think we'll have either Marcus or Carlos start this time.
Marcus, go for it.
I don't like those picky customers that have you running back and forth, and then they don't really tip.
Ooh.
I mean, it's like a lot of them. They like
You mean,
That have you do all that run in and all that run
I'm a
in,
good tipper.
and they got champagne taste on a Budweiser budget.
and they're very
Boom.
picky about everything on their plates.
Oh, you're talking about string order. String order.
What's a
Oh,
string
they-
order?
they-
String
don't
order
dummy
is
the
basically so.
They
as a
can't tell you
bartender-
everything all at once.
Yeah.
And,
so
like,
I
make
said,
you
what,
run every single
what would
time.
you like? I'd like a rum and coke. Okay, no problem. And then I bring it to them. Do you want a starter tab? Yeah, I also need a water. Okay, bring me
Oh.
the water.
Oh, I
and
thought
then
it-
like
I
come
thought
back
it
again.
nickel
Oh,
and
I
dime
can
you
also
for each
get 2
item.
shots of this shit. You know, that's a string order when you just.
I just charge them more and more and more. Boy, that's gonna be extra. That's gonna be extra.
I call it
'Cause you know they're gonna-
tax.
But you know they're
Asshole
only going to
tax.
tip like a certain percentage. So in situations like that, you have to nickel and dime them, and then they'll complain about it.
Go ahead. I don't care. I'm the manager.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
but They're taking away from other customers that might be paying more.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh,
Bam,
I
string order.
I'll make them
Don't
pay for
be
it.
that hoe.
For some reason, I thought about tampon when he said string. I don't know why.
Pull the chute.
Can I say something really awful and horrible, but it's really
Yes.
hilarious? So
Don't soak your
whenever-
tampons in vodka
whenever-
because it burns like alcohol.
Yeah, me and my ex-girlfriend found that out.
It is alcohol.
Anyway,
I remember
so
that.
what do you call it? During Shark Week, which is how I like to say Shark Week.
Everyone knows Shark Week.
It's Shark Week, and so
Oh, Elliot looks
Mine.
confused.
Did you go in the water?
Rag. The
Oh my
rag.
god.
No, it means you stay
When
away
I-
from females because there's blood in the water.
Oh.
no, it's
It's
in my
Shark-
pants.
it's-
It's not in the water. It's
Well, right,
it's
right.
there.
Is that
That's
that
what
means?
Shark Week
Shark
means.
Week.
I thought you were talking about going in the
Well,
water
some
with
people
your
like to make a
underwear.
mess out of it,
Well, see,
and there's
the-
nothing
No,
wrong
it's
with
when
like,
I'm- and
it's
I'm
like
getting
sharks
there.
on a frenzy.
Yeah, because
And
if your old man likes to make a mess out of that,
Red Wings.
Oh no,
Why
he's,
not?
he's earned his Red Wings. But
I was
let me
gonna say
tell you,
that's earning
we
the Red
have
Wings.
we have a game that we'll play, and it's
Ooh.
called Hide the Dead Mouse. Which is how can I pull out the tampon as fast as I can to hide it? Because either he's gonna do it or I'm gonna do it because
Oh my god,
Hide it
has
from-
it ever gotten stuck to the wall?
maybe.
And the silence. Like,
Like I could see myself doing it like
No, straight up, yeah.
like
It's hide the dead
stuck
mouse.
to the wall.
Where are you trying to hide it from?
Because you don't really want to spend time seeing it. Not the one
Yeah,
if you're in the
don't
mood,
wanna- it's not
and she's
sexy.
on the rag.
You don't want to look at because it genuinely looks like a little
Well,
dead wet mouse.
what if your guy wants to pull it slowly
Oh, that's-
out of you?
Okay, no,
and
first of all,
lick
I got
it?
standards. I'm a lady, okay? You better just rip it out and put it in.
Like
No,
a
but
Band-Aid.
people have
What?
fetishes.
No,
So
totally.
what if they like to play with it while it's
But he
still in
doesn't.
there?
So you wouldn't. Ew, you can't. That's like DPing.
It's like water.
Yeah, it's like what? No. It's like what? Wait.
I was gonna
What?
say it's similar to
Tell it all.
you know
Double penetration.
double penetration, or
Depending on how
waterworks,
swollen
or
it is, I guess.
fisting, or
No, I mean, I don't think
Or
it soaks up that
toe
much.
play.
It doesn't. It's not taking a whole baby out of there.
A whole
It's just
baby.
the blood.
it's just a tampon.
Yeah.
But babe,
So it's not like double.
you're
penetration.
releasing floodgates because everybody thinks it's just like liquid, like a water.
Oh
glass
no,
of
of
water
course
soda.
not. It's
No,
just
it's
like,
not.
Ugh.
I can
sometimes
have-
It's like
big
chewed up
old
gummy
chunks.
bears.
Trust me,
Soaked in
on a
Bloody
bad
Mary
month,
mix.
it could be like ground beef, just
Ugh.
coming
Well, because
straight
it's
out.
like clotted. It's clotted
Clogs,
blood.
it's clogs,
Yeah.
it's blood clogs.
But
So,
wait,
yeah.
wait, blood what?
Like little clots.
Clots.
Clots. Like little, yeah.
Oh yeah,
So,
trust
you're
me,
okay,
I've
Pinky?
seen
Seen it.
I got a I gotta say, I might have had a red wonton one time.
That's fucking gross.
I said something top.
What is
You
gross
are not
about
dead.
it? You said dick and ass.
Really?
Or
Wow, you're
turn
so
on.
dramatic.
He
Ooh.
being too you're not dead.
No,
Hey,
that
we-
first gag is like it's hard to stop after that.
That's what he said.
Are you gonna die?
I'm not.
Don't do it next to me.
Do we need to call the
I don't wanna
ambulance?
You keep making me stand up.
Please
every 5 seconds.
call a ambulance, please.
A wham.
A wamble.
Wait. Ambulance.
Okay.
Wait.
Who else?
Slap it with your dick.
Okay.
What was the topic again?
Not
be
being
that
that
guy.
customer. We've covered the
Don't be that hoe.
We've
but
covered
at
the
work.
string order. We've covered champagne taste on a Budweiser budget.
I
Carlos,
really don't have one.
you've never dealt with a client as an artist. You've never dealt with a client who's
As
like,
an artist, I
was like, don't be that guy.
I have not.
Okay. And
As
in the
a
other-
telephone banker, when I used to be a telephone banker, yes.
Okay, then share.
And
I'm still like-
it was more of a, if I'm
wait.
already letting you know that you're not going to get what you want, or that, you know, the policy is such where I can't do anything. Don't be an asshole to me, and then I transfer you over
Yeah.
to my manager, and you're all nice and shit because you think the manager's going to
You're
give
gonna
you
do something
something.
for you.
Because
Yeah.
they're not going to do shit for you. Because if
Are
I
we going
do
to call
it,
him the manager switch hitter?
the manager switch hitter? There you go. That's fine.
Hey, babe, can you can you pour a cup of concrete real quick because Pinky needs to harden the F up.
No. No, I'm good. It was just
Yeah.
it was
Dead mouth.
the meaty polenta.
Oh God, you do
Exactly.
too much.
The midi polenta.
Meaty polenta.
She said, "Bitch, get it together."
Oh no, we're good. So, but what were we're calling that guy
We're
the
calling
the let me speak to your manager
To your
switch
manager
hitter.
switch hitter.
The equivalent of Karen.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that would be what?
And
Chad.
so,
What, Joe?
so Chris, now it's you.
Elliot Spunkmeyer. Elliot
I was
Spunkmeyer.
talking to
Brown.
Chris. He's standing behind you. But go ahead, Elliot,
It's
since you're so
Spunk
Man
self-important.
Can
You're
I-
so
can I-
self-important.
can I
Just
I had a hard time coming up with something, but my first job ever, I worked at Walmart.
You was a
Ah! You were a face
It
of
was-
Walmart.
It was
thought it
in
recognized you.
Round Rock, Texas. It was over the Christmas break. So it got really busy, and I had to, Walmart has the garden center. So one time I had to cashier at the garden center, it was in the very back, and this lady, it was late at night, and this lady was just rushing towards me really fast, and her jacket was just full. And it's just, she looked very odd. I couldn't figure out what was going on with her.
A jacket.
And
in
she was
Texas?
just like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
that's
what's
weird.
up?" And she hurried out. And then afterwards, I was like, "Fuck!"
You were that guy.
Her jacket was full of fucking toys.
all of her Christmas shopping. Got
Yes.
done.
And I
on
was
Elliot's dime.
I was like, "Shit."
Elliot literally dropped the fucking ball.
So I
Right
mean,
under her
don't be
Christmas
that.
tree.
Don't be that person. I guess.
So
Don't-
hold on.
Don't be the person
You're-
wearing a puffy the jacket in
The jacket.
Round Rock, Texas,
Stealing stuff.
Pretty much. Yeah.
full of toys.
Full of toys.
The anti-Santa.
Yeah. And
kids.
don't say hi to the cashier. Just continue on. I mean, please.
Slash tag, if you want to get away with anything when it comes to Elliot, just be like, "Oh my God, what's that?" And point the other direction, and
Pretty
then
much.
bolt,
Yes. Exactly.
because that does apparently work.
It does.
Still.
No. Yeah.
Yes,
For real.
Although I was at a Walmart, and I don't know, maybe it's a common thing for folks who shop at Walmart to just run out of the store without paying. But I was at Walmart Neighborhood Market just this morning.
Wait, I was there too.
Different one. I went to the one by me, not
Oh,
the
you went
Hilltop.
to the ghetto one.
Oh.
I didn't say that.
Is there
You
a
did,
non?
but we're gonna pretend like you didn't.
I didn't know that there were.
Is there a
non-ghetto
non-ghetto?
Walmart?
Thank you.
Oh,
Is there a non-ghetto Walmart?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. But no, and this guy walked out the door without paying as I was checking out. So
Wait, who?
I don't think you know him, Chris.
I know everyone who was there. I'm there literally every day.
I didn't know him.
I'm there literally probably 3 times a day.
I commonly don't know
Sorry.
people who walk out of the store without paying. Unless it's me.
Okay, well, anyway.
There's a song about that.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Well, so here we are. trying to keep everyone occupied while we
No, we're good.
chit and chat.
No.
Yeah.
We're
Nothing's
taking
happening.
They're field notes.
Nothing's happening at all.
There's nothing happening.
Don't look behind the
vodka's
curtain.
evaporating.
Don't look behind the curtain. Don't do it.
My cock ring and my
Don't
cigarettes
do
are
it.
having this conflict in my pocket. All this real estate in my pocket.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy when it's fucking rush hour on the freeway and you get in a motherfucking accident. I mean,
Johnny
please,
Bitches.
do not do it.
Okay. Okay. Here's my thing, and I won't say that there's two people at the table that I can confirm are these people,
Are you talking about me?
but don't be that guy who gets on the freeway going 35 miles an hour
Ooh, in the fast lane.
and then start accelerating.
Not me.
And then start accelerating. Once you bypass the entrance
Not
ramp,
me.
when you are supposed to get to
Not
speed,
me.
You're supposed to be at 60 by the time you leave the entrance ramp.
Are you commenting on my driving?
I'm not.
He is.
I literally
Yes.
just said that I cannot confirm there are two people at the table who drive like this.
Okay.
I literally just said. I literally can't even.
Besides Elliot, who's
Okay.
the other person? Because you know I do not drive slow.
He just said he cannot
I
confirm.
drive
cannot
like a
confirm. I
motherfucker.
just said
So
that.
there could be 4.
There could be 4 at least.
Definitely not me.
Hey, do y'all want to see my sober injury?
No.
No.
Yes.
Where is it?
Oh shit! What did you do?
What
I
happened?
hit my head on the side of the house.
Wow. Did you?
Doing what?
Whose house?
Was it a?
My
Was it brand
apartment.
new or?
Oh no, you live in an apartment. So whose house? Whose window were you
No, on
sneaking
the
in?
apartment. On the side of the apartment.
Oh.
I was
I was
bleeding
hoping I was hoping there was a better story there than that.
No.
You know,
Like
it's-
going in a window, like pow.
It's really bad for you to have it like that.
You shouldn't cover it up.
Yeah,
You
no,
should
you have
cover
to.
it up, yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
It's
air it.
closed.
No,
No, it's not.
It still can get infection. You have
Yeah.
to.
Your
leave
dermis
it
is
open.
a constantly open for osmosis.
Your
You
epidermis is showing,
you
and
use
it's
your
gonna
hand
get
in your-
germs.
Yeah.
Do you
use
want
that
germs?
hand and
I think
you
someone
swim.
needs to pee on it.
Okay, come on.
Holy
Isn't that
shit!
what you do?
No,
Oh god.
no. And for the record, any of you out there thinking that it's a wise idea for one of your friends to pee on you, think your urine is only sterile to your own body.
Unless you're actually into
Unless
water
it goes in your-
sports,
the
there's
other
nothing
person's
wrong
mouth.
with that.
Good.
Golden showers are not necessarily bad.
I will say that I've been at the bar
Oh shit!
and I tried to excuse myself from a conversation of folks.
A conversation?
A conversation.
What kind of what is a conversation?
I don't know. Maybe
No,
I didn't.
you're
I
the one
didn't.
who said
I
it.
didn't say
You
conversation.
totally just said it right now.
I had said.
You said conversation.
Oh man, they're grasping at straws
Don't be
now,
that
y'all.
guy.
They're yeah.
Don't be that hoe.
Don't be that hoe that just like
That
constantly
just- it's
is
constantly-
so bitter they've been getting busted on all night
I'm
that they
bitter.
just have to
I'm
like
very
Constantly
bitter.
they have to be that
conversating.
grammar person.
It's your fault.
Yeah, I know because you just make
Oh,
it so
grammar
easy for me to
Nazis.
bust
I
on you.
know, right?
I like it.
That's ski motherfuckers. No,
You go, Elliot. I mean,
Wait, what?
that's idiot.
Oh my god!
That's idiot.
That's not mine.
No, that's
Exactly.
his. Here, let me borrow his.
But he told his already, right? You told your customers.
Yeah.
Sir.
Hold on. We haven't had Elliot,
We'll do Tales
the
from
real
the Crypt
Elliot,
closer,
not the
No, I
fake
didn't.
closer
one.
to Halloween. But we got
Oh, yeah.
we got Elliot's
Ooh.
don't be that customer story already.
What about,
I think we've all shared.
Sing. Come on.
Oh,
Did you-
so
yeah.
Marcus?
For-
Marcus
It is
does.
spring order.
No, hold on.
Cham-
She's not
Champagne
done.
taste on
Jesus
a Budweiser
Christ.
budget. The ones who make you run.
This show
But
is
don't
really
tip.
going downhill.
Yeah, as far as yeah.
I think we're
Don't
done
be
with this
that guy.
bit.
No, Sing did string order.
Yeah.
No, I did not. This gentleman did.
Fine.
Oh, what
Let's
did you-
hear
you-
yours.
She chimed in.
My
Oh,
biggest
she
thing-
dropped. She just put it on the table like Joel
Yeah.
did.
I guess
It's wait in return.
the biggest work thing that I always find the most frustrating is when somebody doesn't burn the well
Oh,
or stock the beer.
so not a customer thing, a person to person.
Well, we
thing.
said
right
no, we
now.
said work
Coworker,
thing.
coworker
Yeah.
thing.
If you don't restock beer and
No,
I have to
that's
sit
good,
there
yeah.
doing it,
Don't be that guy to leave your coworkers to do more the work that you
Yeah.
didn't do at the end of your shift?
So the next day, I leave all the trash and I don't take it out, and I'm just like, oh well, I
was too busy
I was
burning
too busy.
the well.
I was too busy stocking up all the beer that you don't do.
Oh, don't be that person.
Right.
Don't be that passive aggressive person.
That was straight up
Oh, wait.
aggressive. I was not being passive.
That's, well,
No, she was
It sounds
being a total
quite-
bitch.
it's pretty passive.
And you be a total bitch. And nobody cares.
That's passive aggressive.
No, it was straight up
no,
aggressive.
it's not passive aggressive.
It was
not
passive
straight up.
bitch.
No, straight up aggressive is punch you in the face.
Wait, to be confrontational directly.
Yes.
You were passively
passive
aggressive.
aggressive is when I'm not
See?
doing anything to you.
That is not passive aggressive.
That's not passive aggressive.
That was
People are getting
aggressive.
bitchy
Okay,
this show.
This is
You're scaring
passive
me.
aggressive.
What's our time?
Actually, you should pinch the,
Oh,
the
Lizzo.
crown jewels.
Oh no.
Wait,
no,
what?
no.
I'll rip
Oh,
those
yeah,
things over
we're
here.
Is that, are we on the last 5 minutes of the show already?
Is Joe not talking anymore?
The last 5 minutes. Okay.
Actually, I
So
like
this
it
is something
better
I've been
that way.
trying to kind of like bleed into the content of the show.
Do
And
you want
so
a dead mouse?
I do not. I want to chuck it across the room and not dive into wherever it just came out of
Welcome
because
to
I
our
don't
world.
trust anything that bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die.
Look at his head.
Look at your finger.
Look at your yeah.
Elliot is clearly brain dead, and this hasn't been bleeding for 7 days. It's bled for 1 day. Super glue stopped that. But so
So where did you stick your middle
Okay,
finger?
are you
I put my middle finger through the table saw, y'all. It wasn't in her snatch. It wasn't the same lion that ate her mouth.
Are you disparaging
I
women
feel
again?
so complimented at the moment, to be honest with you.
To call it a lion, the queen of the jungle?
Wow. It's lioness.
Big cat-
Lion is lazy.
Let me tell you, that thing can come
That's a
and bite
lion,
you.
girl.
I've been there.
Girl.
I've been
Okay.
there before.
Okay, so these last 3 little tidbits. So I want to do the last visit. So I'm gonna throw these out here, and I kind of want everyone else to kind of go around and do one of theirs. There are a couple of interview
Oh,
questions.
like wordplay? Word association?
No, it's like this is what I got going for me. What do you got going for you? So not that at all, Elliot. But no, I appreciate that like pseudo brainy wavelength thing we were doing there for a second. I love you, Elliot.
Go.
I love you too, Chris.
Go.
He's standing right behind you. So in the aux, everyone knows CDs are long since gone. They're not a thing anymore, even though cars still come with a CD player.
It's all digital.
No, right. So on your Bluetooth, on your aux, in my aux today was Lizzo. What is playing on your radio right now, Marcus? Popcorn. Popcorn Marcus. Let's do popcorn. Oh my god, who loves popcorn?
I used to work for a movie theater.
I hate it.
Not that kind of popcorn. Popcorn like reading in school. Like,
So
you'd
it
be
is?
reading and you'd be like, popcorn, Singapore. And then
Oh,
Singapore
for
to
me,
make sure.
ex-ambassadors, boom.
Okay,
That's
good.
what I was listening to.
Popcorn Marcus.
That and Blanco Brown, by the way.
Okay, it's not your turn anymore. Steve.
Okay. You,
I don't
It
get the
used to be
popcorn.
Celine Dion.
Oh,
Wow. What?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
No
I love you,
judge me
Marcus, for
here.
that.
Huh?
Popcorn Chris.
Kim Petras just dropped her Turn Off the Lights, her Halloween themed album. It's pretty cool. Not as good as last year's, but it's still good. I like it.
Okay. Okay.
So
Carlos, what about
for
you?
me, it's all about Mariah Carey. Whether she can sing or not,
Drunk Sloppy Mess? Mariah?
it
Or,
doesn't matter.
or classic Mariah?
If I can get Mariah, classic I like a lot.
Okay.
But
I prefer
whichever
Drunk Sloppy Mess Mariah.
I'll take her. I'll lick it. I'll eat it, and anything else
wow.
in between.
I love some
Ah,
messy
wow.
Mariah.
I do.
Okay, what about you, Joel? What's in your aux today? What's playing on your headphones?
Okay, you know what? Honestly, I'm all about house music, and right now it's Gene Ferris and Charisma.
Actually,
That's
Joe
me.
has some good taste in house music.
Yeah.
And I hate house music.
Okay.
My thing going on.
Oh,
It's like deep house.
So like Night at the
Hard
Roxbury.
House.
Like
yes.
Oh, I love Hard House.
Yes.
Night at the Roxbury.
No,
That's
it's
gonna
not
be-
like that. It's not like that. It's more like house you want to have sex to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my
okay.
God.
So shout out to CC Dresser, Bear Empress of Houston. We have like this little smash and grab thing we do, but he has these amazing sound system in his bedroom, and the bass just fucking rocks the whole fucking room the whole time.
You were just bouncing on the bass?
It just rocks the whole room. You can feel every bit of that bass in the room, and it's
so
fucking.
Now we know where you were.
It is
that what you call it?
Sexy. It is sexy. It adds to the fuck factor like big time. Anyways, okay, so throwback jam. It's got to be at least 9 years ago. My throwback jam for today, for this week's episode, my throwback jam is Big Papa by Notorious B.I.G.
I like Selena.
Selena.
We do anything for Selena.
It's Selena.
Wait, what Selena are you talking about?
Selena, the only fucking Selena. What the?
No, there's another one.
There's
No, there's not.
No. Honestly,
There is not any other Selena.
No. I respect
There
it,
is
and
one
I
Selena.
and I know
You're
that
talking about Selena Gomez, that bitch.
because my daughter. I said, "Babe, we're gonna go watch Selena," and she's like, "Gomez." I said, "No, Quintanilla."
Okay.
Marcus, what is the Selena song that is your most throwback song?
Yep, I like that one. Bitty bitty bum bum.
All right, Chris, your throwback jam
Okay, Selena Gomez and The Scene are fucking amazing.
from 9 years ago, at least.
Well, you just put that stipulation in.
Throwback. I said at least 9 years ago.
Throwback.
Yeah, I just heard that now.
That's because you weren't listening before.
It's probably over 9 years ago, yeah.
Oh, well, I do like a song from Selena Gomez, but she can't sing anyways.
No, she can't sing,
She
but
can't sing for shit.
Can we have some circa
Okay, can I
2009
Can I?
and,
Can I
or earlier?
well, Selena Gomez, that's before 2009.
Okay.
The Way You Look Tonight, Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
How about Just Dance from Miss Lady Gaga?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Lovely.
I actually love.
She sounds dreadful, quite honestly.
No, she's not. She looked dreadful in that meat dress, but she's the queen. She's the queen mother. No, I guess Madonna is the
Of what?
Madonna is the queen mother, but
Of what?
but Gaga is the
We also
queen.
got Donna Summers, Queen of Soul.
Wait,
Last Dance.
Lady Gaga's amazing, but she's not the queen of anything.
Lucille, is it? Yeah, Lucille is. It's a buddy guy.
Okay, so
No.
So I
it's
have
really
not given
good.
mine yet. So just
Mine was anything Lizzo in my aux.
but that's
That was already
actually not throwback.
No,
So
I
for my
started there. We
throwback-
did that.
Yeah.
What's in our aux?
I
But
didn't
your
put it on my
throwback,
throwback.
Carlos.
So my throwback, there's two. Big Pun, which is I'm Not a Player No More.
Yeah.
I just question that.
Also, there is a Celine Dion, Frank Sinatra song called Deeper Than the Deep Blue Sea. Love that song.
I could go anything Sinatra. I personally like Bublé.
What?
I love his
Bublé-
voice.
Bublé
I love
and
his
Sinatra
Bublé.
are
I love
not
his
the
voice.
same.
But you have to go.
They're not the same, but Bublé.
But the sound.
If there's anybody who can do Sinatra,
Is Bublé.
It's Bublé.
I agree.
God,
he's-
isn't that-
he's-
wouldn't that-
he's
isn't
kinda
that such
cute.
weird to,
Bublé is
like,
a
have their
fucking
name in it?
homogenized version of all that shit.
So
and what do you
wait, hold
think
on.
Frank
Wait.
Sinatra was in
If I
his
may,
day?
if I may,
I don't know.
if I may,
Homogenized
babies.
crooner of his
If
day.
I may.
It's a crooner.
So I feel like Frank Sinatra, his vitamin D milk, right?
Ooh,
Vitamin
he really
D,
is.
100%.
Ooh.
So I think that Mr. Bublé, he's 2% milk,
I
trying to be milk, but it's still good.
I will
still
say
milk.
that
It's
I'm
still
gonna
milk.
It's still milk.
I'm gonna
It's still-
disagree.
it's
It's
still
not
vitamin
the.
D.
It's not the.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say that
That's-
Sinatra
It's not whole
Sinatra was
milk.
heavy.
It's just 2%.
Sinatra's heavy whipping.
Heavy. Oh,
Sinatra's heavy whipping cream and Michael Bublé is vitamin D. Is my vote.
I
I
would give him skin.
No,
at
but
the
vitamin
end
D
of
is
this.
a little bit too much.
I would say
I would
skim.
say skim milk.
You guys
Oh,
just said
thank you.
you all just
Thank
said
you.
2%.
Thank
No,
you.
I mean she said it.
You all just agreed to
We
2%.
just
2%, or
Right, and I
downgraded it.
upgraded both of them.
Are we done with the show?
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
we're
pretty
still
much.
gonna
We have to
talk
do our
about
social media
social media
sign-offs.
sign-offs.
Yep, we have to do our sign off. So let's get it going.
Yeah.
So I'll go
we've
ahead
got a lot
and
to
get
get through.
started.
Go ahead. Oh,
So-
Carlos is just, he's on it. He's
Yes.
on it.
So,
Shameless
social
plug.
media
Shameless.
on Facebook, Carlos Villegas. On Instagram is Cville20035. And my business, of course, is CV Photography Zero. Now, I will be having an art show at Aurora Studios at 129 Aurora Street, motherfucker, at 77008. That's actually the zip code on Saturday from 7:30
We will go ahead and post those on our social media,
to
our
12.
Facebook.
We're going to post that shit. So coming over is $12 a ticket, but you get access to the gallery, food, music,
Are
and
they
of
gonna
course,
be naked
open
men?
bar. I don't know. I might get naked.
For a
You never
$12
know.
cover, no.
So again, it is CV Photography Zero, or you can call me at 713-530-8383.
Ooh, I'm
And
gonna call you.
unsolicited pictures are always welcome. Thank you.
By the way, the members of this show are going to be there to hang out and support Carlos. And if you want to meet us and hang out,
Yes, coming over.
come meet us.
Come meet us.
We-
And some
we're
of
gonna
us are desperate.
Some of us really want you to meet
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
MEAT us.
And also, I
Oh, by the
also
way,
want to
Marcus,
thank...
if you're not working on Saturday, if you want to come hang out with us, you can do that.
Absolutely.
His art show starts at 7 o'clock.
7:30.
7:30.
Yes, to
We're
11.
all these bitches in this room are gonna get super dressed up and hang out, and
Beautiful.
I don't get
we're gonna promote.
Y'all don't want to see me.
We're gonna promote Carlos's art and everything else,
Yes, please
well
come
as well as promoting the show as well. So we're going to be there to support you, Carlos.
Thank you. I appreciate
to
it.
do that, and we're going to support our show as well. So we're going to be there,
Promoting.
and
Promoting.
we're gonna have cocktail. By the way, it's $12. We're going to
Open bar for $12.
open bar. We're gonna. Hey, look at me.
Come here and come there and
By the
show us
way,
what you got, baby.
Of all the people in this
Meet
group,
us.
of all the people in this group, I'm
We have
probably
to
gonna be the one running around acting like a fool, doing my thing, having
That's what he
cocktails,
He's just going to be putting it out there.
eating a lot of food and everything else. These queens will be around, but you're gonna want to talk to me because
He's going to be in the glory hole.
You're going to want to talk to him.
yeah,
Oh,
Glory
yes,
hole
that's what
area.
she will.
trust me.
You're gonna, everybody
Sight
wants.
to be seen, baby.
Everybody
Yes,
wants some of that
I'm gonna
sloppy.
probably be the one who makes a huge fool up out of myself. I'm sorry, Carlos.
It's okay.
I probably will.
Okay, please do so.
But I will do so for your art.
You do you.
I will do so for your art, and I will do so to make sure that your art is shown.
Thank you.
But we're going to have a good time.
And
So
I'm
you're going to
really-
be an easel?
I'm going to be
He
an
might be.
easel,
This is
an
my
asshole, and everything else.
An easy easel.
Easy easel. No, and I also do want to thank
you
Mr.
done
David
molesting your
White and Joel for coming to my show last, was it Thursday at the AIG Tower. It was a success for me. I did get a couple of things out, or sales, I should say, and it was a blast. It was my very first art show, and I really appreciate the support of not just Joel and David, but everybody in the show. Thank
Hopefully
you.
everybody be
And
wearing the
by the way,
pins. Identify.
I want to throw this out here for too because we have another person here, Singapore.
Hello.
Tell
Yay.
everybody about
Hey.
where you work, the neighborhood that we work in, and let everybody meet you too. Because if people come out here, they're going to.
Where can we come and meet you?
She
So,
said
of
she
course,
has a great
Houston,
ass.
Texas, right here in Montrose. Bartend Monday, Tuesday at TK Bittermans. I'm always the one in the teeny tiny jean shorts. If you ever see me wear pants, make sure you call somebody to come help me, come save me. Also work down the street over at Dino's Den on Sunday, Wednesday. Please come see me. I'll take care of you. Whatever you need, I got it. On that side of the bar, not for me.
And check
Okay.
out her nice butt.
Oh yeah, I have a
And
nice butt.
Daisy Dukes.
One more person here at the table, Marcus. Do your thing. Tell everybody what's going on with you and how do you do your thing.
Well, we're thinking about starting another little show about helping people that are just coming out, that need a little support, who don't have the support of their families and stuff like that. So it's going to be an add-on to this little gay show.
A subsidiary, a spin-off.
And hopefully everybody will be wearing these little pins at Carlos's little gay pride
I'm gonna be
pins
wearing one.
at Carlos's photography show.
Mm-hmm. So, with permission from the main girl who's throwing the show, we're gonna end this show with the fact
I
that.
got shit going on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where the fuck
I'm
were
sorry.
you?
Do you have?
Ooh.
Hold on.
Hey, babies, go to SoundCloud. It's under Spunkmeyer Brown. Yeah, baby. Some experimental electronica. Some piano with vocals. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think
Oh,
you
by
should
the way.
drink more
Oh,
tequila.
by the way, that's actually a great idea. Spunkmeyer and I, who are like
Spunkmeyer Brown, SoundCloud.
Spunkmeyer and Brian and I, who are like
Fire and Brown?
who
That's
who
a
are
little racist.
huge nerds. We're going to have a episode where
It's really brown.
we're going to talk about nerd shit, and we're going to talk about movies and art and all this other
When
shit.
are we doing that?
When you're ready for that,
I'm ready, baby.
we're gonna, because he and I are the biggest nerds on this table.
Well, yes.
And we're gonna talk about shit. We're gonna bring some guests on here that are not these people.
Yes,
And we're
thank God. Get
And
rid
we are going to have a good time. So we're done. And everybody have a good time. Oh,
Time's
one
up.
more thing. One more thing before we leave. Hey, if you want to hear episodes where it's just Singapore,
Okay, we're going.
Singapore and the ladies are going to hang out together too. So do that. We'll see you later. And goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Sign off.
So we have to get tickets from you.
I know.
But I guess
Did you get the tickets from him?
No,
We'll get them.
Okay.
Oh,
Joe, take it.
I already got it.
I mean, I had right behind you.